Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, Speed Gaming fans around the globe. I am WX Fan 21. I have absolutely no idea why I'm here commentating this race when we have what might be one of the greatest masters of all time happening right now in golf. As we speak live, we have a three-way tie for first place. This is gonna be fun. Normally I got Twitch chat up on one screen. I love you all, but I'm gonna have the Masters up on one screen because we got Anfunny and Imyt on my main monitor because this is going to be a battle here between these races. Why? Let me tell you. Both races, extremely good races. We all know how good Imyt is. He's the 15 seed. Anfunny, the 31 seed. If you haven't watched any of Anthony's races before, let me tell you what's going on with Anfunny. He played one game of Map Rando in Season 2, and a lot of these seedings are done by the Season 2 race time rankings. So, this is going to be a much closer race than what I think people are going to give it credit for. Here's how the picks and bans went. Imyt, higher seed, elected to ban second and pick first. Anfunny banned Gravity 9+1. Imyt banned no objectives. Imyt picked Varia plus movement. Big shout out to Divine hanging out over here on the tracking gimmick. Sanath will join us shortly. Very interesting start for the racers. But a ship found for both racers is going to prove to be pivotal. Parlor. Bryn, we got a parlor. All right. What an interesting start. Well, ooh, it's a major at the top of bowling, but top of bowling is speed locked. Only way to get out of here, Anfunny, is in fact that Alcatraz escape. Not as easy as some runners make it look. This is a very tight escape. And with no power bombs, no bombs, that was the only way out. So Anfunny's able to escape out of there. This will be a loop around to the map station. Ooh, okay. Rumat's very much here in logic. Is this going to be Fantoon? It's not. Let's see what Brinstar looks like. Okay, we got a major all the way to the left. We got Lava Dive protecting two little tiny miners. Could be pivotal. Ooh, not a lot of anything except these close majors. That top left major there could very well be Spring Ball. Sandris, I saw it. What a filthy shot. That's why I went on mute. Both racers with their morph. Imyt now getting the map. Anfunny is studying this map, trying to figure out where to go. However, the longer you study against somebody like Imyt, yeah, Imyt's gonna punish you for that. Could very well be Frog Speedway right there as well, blocking it. So Anfunny will take a reset, get him closer back here. It's going to be a reset to the ship. It's going to be a play once again here for Brinstar. Anfunny quickly gonna go take care of these fire fleas. In a lot of trouble. That's a big find for Anfunny. That is gravity suit and fire fleas. That's a massive find for Anfunny. But here's the problem for Anfunny, and we saw this the other day with the racer. You got exactly no good way of getting out of there, so you find it, but with no explosives, no super missiles. Imyt is the first one to find some explosives. Anfunny knows exactly where that gravity suit's gonna be, but he can't keep it. Okay, we got missiles, double missiles. Okay. Very nice finds here at Green Bryn Reserve. Man, the approach to the 18th green of the Masters is absolutely beautiful. Imyt going for Ice Clip here. Not in logic without that X-ray visor. But doesn't mean logic's gonna stop you. Nice out for Mr. Imyt. Anfunny. Saw him go down this way before. Right, he's now realizing, yeah, I've been here already. Now Anfunny gonna go for Alcatraz escape yet again. Anfunny usually can do Alcatraz escape with no problem. Nicely done. I'd be trying to make a play for that left-sided major. Nice high five. The rolling armadillo tickled tongues of doom! Nah, I can't. I don't know what those enemies are called. Imyt back in the parlor. These racers have been hanging out in parlors so much they may want to put up a bed there. Imyt's now gonna peek this major. He's got PBs. Ooh, racers are gonna want that. That's plasma. It's a big find for Imyt. Imyt slightly ahead, but Anfunny knows what's more important. He has this gravity suit. He knows where it is, and he's probably going to go right back for it. Imyt now making a play through Yapping Maw Room. Gonna find Billy Mays E-Tank Major. There's speed to get plasma. We could have a jet seat in our hands. It's been a very slow start to this seed. Beefy, I'm doing well. Weather's been dreary up here, Titans. In New England, but a little dreary. Some places in New England even saw snow up here in April. Okay, Anfunny now finds Speed Booster. He's going to get all the way to get Plasma. The biggest question of this seed is going to be early on. Is Imyt ever going to get back to Criteria to get Gravity? Yeah, I saw some of the pictures out from like some spots in New England, and I'm like, that's just insane. Some of my friends are taking photos of snow on the ground, and I'm like, I'm a little too close to the coast. We got 0 snow. However, the grass is starting to grow again, which means I need to get outside and make with the doing of the landscaping. Oh, I'm not complaining about that. It's going to be absolutely gorgeous. I'm not complaining about that at all. Alright, well there it is. I told you how much important that gravity suit was going to be early on in this seed. But is it going to make a difference? Imyt's been very diligent. Picked up Plasma. He has got 15 missiles. Is the only one of the racers right now to have any kind of ammunition outside of Anfunny, who has those PBs. So missiles could definitely prove to be a deciding factor here for Imyt, opening up, obviously, the regular missile doors. Where's our first super missile going to be? Chad, I want to hear from you. Criteria, Brinstar, or another area? Where do you think we're going to find our super missiles? And yeah, Titans, listen, I love New England. I wouldn't trade New England for pretty much anywhere else in the United States for weather. Okay, we got Criteria. We got Bryn. Ooh, I like what Wall thinks. Maybe Far East. I mean, we do have what looked like Frog Speedway. We got that speed booster now to maybe get through there. We got some more Criteria. We got supers at Bomb Terizo. Imyt cruising right now. Nice ass ice plasma. Down through Yapping Mall Room. Gonna get closer back to Criteria. Imyt realizing there's nothing else he can do here. Anfunny, with that gravity suit's gonna be able to move through a lot of these waterlogged rooms here in Bryn a lot quicker. He's gonna be able to make up some time. Imyt's gonna find gravity. Alright. Twitch chat, what do you think? Do we think this Criteria music, the like victory Criteria music, kinda underrated? I think it's underrated. All right. Imyt's going to make a play. Top left over here as well. Anfunny finally finding his way back. Anfunny's going to go grab Plasma. And he's going to grab his first missiles of the seed as well. He'll be very happy when he sees Plasma. Remember, Anfunny never peeked it. He peeked though it was a major. He never peeked what the item was like Imyt did. Wait. What's that race? What's that control? I'm being told by, tournament control that we need to go order Imyt some DoorDash or some coffee. Go. Metal Pirates Room. Imyt making that look easy. Are these going to be the first supers of the seed? They are! Imyt continues to grow his lead. Remember, this was Imyt's mode pick for a reason, but look where Anfunny is. He is in the same room that Imyt is. So this has just gotten a lot closer, and Anfunny... Spring ball, speed ball, showing off a little bit. Anfunny cutting Imyt's lead to about 45 seconds. Oh, losing it there, missing that speed shot. Twitch chat, who's excited for this best of 3? Anfunny gets his first supers. All right. Question. I want to see some audience participation. Do you think this is going to go the length? Are we going to get 3 games? 1 for yes, 2 for no. See those 1s and 2s in the chat. Anfunny has elected to go for some minors. More soups! I see a lot of 1s in the chat, some 2s, okay. Keep them coming. 1 if you think this goes the distance, and this is going to be all 3 games. 2 if you think one of these racers are going to get the 2-0 series victory. Double supers for Anfunny is going to pay off in a big way. Now Anfunny needs to execute a gravity jump. Oh, that was pretty. Didn't even need the wall jump at the end. $15 supers for Anfunny. 20 missiles as well. Imyt finds his way into Aqueduct, should find himself another energy tank here. And does. Now, down the sand pits. Sanath will be joining shortly. More power bombs, not a bad thing for Mr. Imyt. Imyt getting a little stuck here in one of the quicksand hallways. We have found no bosses yet, Nebby. But as this race continues to get good... Nice X-ray. Imyt will reset out of that. I don't believe there's anything here. Double check on Anfunny's screen. It is the one major, the double Norfair connector. Very linear progression so far. Will Anfunny go out of his way for that major? Imyt. Finding himself in Norfair. I'm sorry, what now? Well, that's, interesting. Okay, Pirate's Room. Green Pirate Room. Now, Imyt's gonna go ahead and peek back of gauntlet items. 2 over here. Bombs! Imyt, you saw the facial reaction. Gonna go, maybe, maybe not. Do we want to play that game? Oh, and another big find for Imyt. Big pink. 10 power bombs for Anfunny. Anfunny's still going miner hunting. Anfunny knows this isn't his mode choice. This is Imyt's. Again, if you're just tuning in, I'm WXFan21. Welcome to Anfunny versus Imyt. Imyt, the number 15 seed. Anfunny, the number 31 seed. This is going to actually be a lot closer than their seeds will actually entail. Anfunny is banning first. Imyt, the higher seed, elected to pick mode first. So Anfunny banned Gravity 9+1. Imyt banned no objectives. Imyt then picked into Varia plus movement. The movement items in this mode are High Jump, Spring, Ice, and Grapple. Imyt finds himself a reserve tank. Elects to... See if this is a save? No. Elects to... He's going to go back. Again, this bombs might be a big decision for Imyt. He only has 5 PBs. So you're thinking to yourselves here in the back, like in the back of your mind going, what do I do? Do I get the bombs? Do I not get the bombs? Imyt does in fact grab them. Anfunny sees the X-ray. Do you keep it or do you reset? Anfunny's gonna keep it. Could this cost him the race? We'll find out by the end of this race. Imyt needs to continue to explore Norfair. I think Anfunny a little bit shooting himself here in the foot, going after all these miners. He might think he might never find Charge Beam. But it's Hotaruby. You get it on the way out of the maze, back to Aqueduct. Imyt trying to save those PBs. Nice, tight, short charge. And a reserve tank for his troubles. Pre-bot wound room. No problem for our racers to get the items they need to get through it. Anfunny now going to make his way over to Norfair. Imyt finds the bathroom. We have not found one boss yet. Oh my... What a map. I didn't realize it was that far to the east. That's terrible. Imyt into fish tank. Twitch chat wants me to say the thing. I'll say the thing. Save early, save often. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I got excited. Got very excited. I heard Sports Spawn music, and it was Botwoon. Gonna get a little Botwoon fight here from Imyt. Imyt, being the seasoned pro that he is, should have no problem with this. Anfunny has found his way from Norfair to Meridia. Is this gonna pay off for him? And it's a quick map. This is probably Fantoon. It is. So Anfunny finds the first boss of this seed. This Norfair map is horrible. Be even worse if Ridley was guarding the map. And he's not. The map of Norfair. How many bosses? Oh, this map is brutal. Double major. Nothing! There's nothing here! Just 2 majors! Anfunny might have just gained the lead by sacrificing Norfair into Meridia. Now let's see what Meridia has to offer. Here we go. Mother Brain, Fantoon, but no Torian connector. Bryn, Meridia is where we're going to end this. Imyt finds Wave. If this other beam is charged, Imyt is going to cook. There are only 3 majors left that we haven't seen. Charge, Screw Attack, and Space Jump. We have found Spacer Beam. We know that is in Meridia. Also, folks, how's the audio quality, by the way? We had some issues yesterday with audio. Are the Racer streams too soft? Because they are a little soft for me. Okay. Bigger question. How's my audio compared to the stream quality? So we found out yesterday it wasn't just the best of 3 that Anfunny and I were commentating on. A lot of SpeedGaming yesterday had audio issues. If Imyt finds Screw Attack, it's not Charge Beam. Everything is good. Fantastic. Imyt. There you go. Imyt, you don't need that getting clipped. We've already had Nevdi Morph, Bean Save. We don't need Imyt Gate Miss. Or Imyt Miss. Imyt, back to Botwoon. Anfunny is in the lead. Anfunny finds Pants Room. Anfunny reverted. It's gonna come back to bite him. He's blind checking everything else. We know there's nothing here. Imyt has a chance. And remember, Imyt has to go into Meridia. Phantoon Mother Brain Meridia. This could actually pull off huge for Imyt as he enters Torian. So we're now seeing Torian. We haven't seen Wreck Ship. The rest of the bosses are hiding here somewhere. It's going to head for the left side of Everest. Heads to the top. Might as well check this door first. Anfunny grabs a reserve tank. Doesn't need it, but he'll grab it anyway. Imyt getting closer and closer to the map. Finds the Forgotten Highway. So, Nevdy asks, why is this bad for Anfunny? Anfunny went to Meridia and left Norfair alone. Imyt is going to have the advantage of whatever powerful beam combo, everything else he's going to have. He'll be doing Phantoon in the Mother Brain. Anfunny cleared Phantoon. Imyt's ahead on spacing and map control and map info. He's going to go back, take out Phantoon right to Mother Brain. Oh, he meant the reset. Okay. Yep, short way back. He's blind checking a lot of things right now rather than headed to the map station. Now he's headed that way. Wrecked ship now for Mr. Imyt. How many bosses here? Dragon hanging out in the wrecked ship. That means Torian has Ridley and has Kraid. The ammo count right now for Ridley is 25 supers versus 20 supers for Imyt. 50 missiles versus 30 for Imyt. Imyt's saving grace here is that it's not Ridley in the wrecked ship. Anfunny making his way closer and closer to the map. Imyt still in the lead. Anfunny, a relatively newer runner to the SM community. Again, maybe only the 31 seed. But he's played a heck of a lot better than it, and he didn't play that much in Season 2, hence his low seeding here in this tournament. So this is should be a lot closer of a race than the seeding says. We know how good Imyt is. We know how much of a elite runner. I almost said legendary runner, but we know how much of a good runner he is. And that's it. Anfunny has the required ammo to beat Ridley and beat the game. He's in go mode. Good fight from Imyt. Anfunny in the Green Hill Zone. Imyt, one boss down. Anfunny has more than enough ammo now to beat this game. Imyt, still hoping for that charge beam, or is going to need 10 more supers at minimum to go with his current 20 super missile count. Anfunny's about to find the wreck ship. Anfunny is going to leave the door alone where Dragon would be. This is Imyt's opportunity to put this game out of reach. Anfunny gets impaled by one of the spike platforms. I think the race nerves are starting to get to him. That's our first Metroid room of this seed, folks, by the way. 36 minutes in, almost 37 minutes in. How do y'all feel, by the way, about the Metroid Objectives one? I kind of like it. There's Kraid for Imyt. Right on his way to the map. Alright. Imyt needs Ridley to not be guarding this map. And luckily for Imyt, it isn't. The final Torian escape room is what guards this map. Anfunny has the map, is gonna go back to fight Dragon. We have such a neck-and-neck race. Folks, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you give the racers a follow! Exclamation point are in the Twitch chat, and there's Ridley. Oh, and he sees it. There's no X's here! There's no majors, there's no X's, and all hope could be lost for Imyt with his massive lead on map info. Wait. I'm getting a message from tournament control. Folks, I'm being told that Ridley, on his way hiding in Torian, might have accidentally eaten some super missiles on the way. And, possibly has eaten the charge beam. So, on behalf of all of us, we apologize to the racers for the possible lack of charge beam and lack of super missiles for Imyt and Torian. I'm kidding, but in all seriousness here, Anfunny still has a lot of ground to make up in terms of map movement. He knows he's taken out Fantoon. He knows where Mother Brain is. If Anfunny can take this from Imyt. It'll allow Anfunny, because he picks second for the mode, he can either do a punish pick, or he can do whatever his bread and butter pick is. That will be wide open to him. But anything can still happen. I just want good Super Metroid racing. I've been looking forward to this. Two runners who, in my opinion, when it comes to map rando, very even in terms of skill. If you're enjoying this race, let's see some thumbs up in the Twitch chat. Dragon swoops here for Anfunny. Now the goop phase. Nicely done. Dragon defeated for Anfunny. We know these are supers. Imyt did such a great job freezing the green key hunters that one literally exploded and became its own pixels in the background. Imyt now has the required ammo to defeat Ridley. Not comfortably, but I believe 30 missiles. Every 6 missiles, I believe, is a super. And he's got 10 PBs. Imyt on his way to beat Ridley. He knows by process of elimination where Mother Brain and Fantoon are. Anfunny is going to have to pick up the pace, and he's going the wrong way. This opens up the door for Imyt. This is not going to be an easy Ridley fight. He hasn't saved in a while. But as experienced as Imyt is, he should have absolutely no problem with this. Good pogos from Imyt. Launches all the missiles in, realizing, get the missiles out of the way with you. Miss one of those, it's no problem. Nice double pogo. Good AI manipulation. Very close to defeating Ridley. Flawless Ridley fight from Imyt. Anfunny now goes up Climb Tower. He's in a world of trouble. Imyt, all he has to do is make his way over to Meridia, knock out Fantoon, and go to Mother Brain. For all of you golf fans, we have ourselves a nail biter at the Masters. Rory on 18. His second shot landed in the bunker. Or one of the bunkers, rather. Anfunny finally kicks Crate out. Imyt going for par here. No charge beam. Longer seed. He's headed for par in game 1 of this best of 3 series. Winner of this game advances in the gold bracket, lower bracket. Loser drops to the silver bracket. And there you go. Imyt's very happy about this. He knows this is the Fantoon map. So, for those of you that might just be tuning in, this is not the loser's bracket. This tournament has 3 brackets. The gold bracket, where everyone starts out in. Gold bracket is a double elimination bracket. Then, based on where you lose in the gold bracket, you will go to either the silver or bronze bracket. Oh, Imyt looking for that one-round Fantoon. Came close. Imyt now can go right to Mother Brain Twitch chat. Time to get your guesses in. How long do you think the escape timer is going to be? Get your guesses in the Twitch chat now. Imyt thinking that was charge beam? No. Oh, it's making a good point. Ammo's still an issue for him. Unfortunately for Anfunny, he's a little too far behind. Imyt needs to hit some shambles. Anfunny is done with Ridley. There's charge beam for Imyt. Imyt, go mode. Charge was in fishing hole the whole time. You still have an opportunity, folks, to get your guesses in. What's the escape timer gonna be? Anfunny knows exactly where Mother Brain is. He's looking for an ammo recharge station on the way there, but he doesn't see one. Varia plus movement is Varia's suit, spring ball, high jump, and ice beam. Here we go. Let's see what Imyt can do here against Mother Brain. Looking to finish off Anfunny and go up 1-0. All right, here we go. This Masters is insane. This race is insane. Could race number 2 be just as insane? All right, let's see who's got it. I'll say a minute 35. Ooh, minute 20. Deliker, the only one to guess a minute 20. Well done. If someone else guessed a minute 20, I apologize, I didn't see it. Anfunny knows he's probably behind. He's checking race time to see if Imyt's done. He's gonna continue. Now, looking for the way out. Albie's pause. Knows which door he has to go out now. It's the precious room door. And that'll do it. Imyt takes game number 1. GG's to Imyt. Condolences to Anfunny. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, don't go anywhere. Do not change that channel. Get up though, get yourself some water, a snack. Go to the bathroom if you have to. But we will be back with mode number 2 in just a few minutes. Wait, what's that? I gotta entertain chat and actually call a race instead of watch what might be one of the greatest master settings of all time? Do I have to? Can't Divine just... You are so fired, Agent! I'm just kidding. Welcome back, everybody. Anfunny's pick. Double suit.
Please, no.
Let's go. As Divine says, please no in the background. Listen, I'd love to be able to commentate the Masters. Are you kidding me? Be an amazing thing to do. And here we go. Anfunny, Imyt, starting off in Green Pirate Shaft and joined by Sanath. Sanath, how are you?
We're doing good.
Good. Game number 1 went to Imyt in a very close race.
I'm not sure why I never got the link or anything. Yeah, I never got anything.
I apologize. I should have pinged you and asked where you were.
Yeah, it's all good. All good. We're in. We got 2 racers. So looks like I am YT who took the first race.
You got it. Imyt took race number 1. Anfunny. This is his pick. This is double suit.
Oh man, double suit. I saw this yesterday, and it was pretty interesting to see. It's like double fake suit, right? It's not the full suit.
Ah. Well, we got Spacer.
Oh, we like Spacer, especially before Plasma.
This is how it's gonna be. I don't need chat trolling me and now CoCom's trolling me. I will said fire you. No, I'm kidding.
Chat saying, "Hey, can we make Anfunny's head any bigger?" Obviously,
no,
he's
let's
full.
not make his head any bigger. He beats Imyt here in this best of 3. His head will grow to the size of a watermelon.
Oh, so we found Morph Ball, but we need speed to get it. That's kind of a funny location for it.
I thought you were gonna say we found Morph Ball in Crab Tunnel, and then I was gonna say we'd have to re-roll the seed.
No. We need speed to get it on Main Street.
Nope, we saw speed. Ah! Get that! We found speed. It's so exciting.
Yep. So that's the seed right there. We don't need the re-roll. Simply Gmode in. We don't have the tools.
Just teleport.
Yeah, just teleport. Easy. Game Shark. Game Genie.
Easy game.
Shoutouts to 90s kids if you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Ah, Game Genie. That was fun.
So after Morph Ball and we find speed, we gotta do some map finding, right? We gotta find where the bosses are, what map's location where, and what's connected to what.
Bosses were very, very late in the last race.
Yeah. You'll have to check with Aussie to see what happened with the ping.
That's fine. Check out the SpeedGaming general chat. One of our volunteers may have some enlightenment on here. It may just be a bad Discord name during sign up.
Got it. Okay, so I'm just gonna change this.
You good? You do what you gotta do. Imyt's doing what he has to do. He's gonna find a loopy loop. Save station. Green gate. Can't get by there. He's stuck. Man, now you have me going back to the time where I had my Game Genie and it's like just the giant gray thing with the red sticker on it. Man, that was good times. And, okay. Imyt's attempting this. It's gonna get the supers! That's gonna get him through Green Gate. now, for the win, here in this best of 3, if Imyt wins 2-0, he will not have to eat any bad beans for the rest of the day. He'll only be allowed to pick the good flavored beans. He can have as much coffee as he wants, and Twitch chat won't give him any kind of crap for the rest of the day.
I don't know about you, but I'm rooting for game 3.
A lot of us, I asked that question to start. That was in my Al Michaels Master's voice there. But yeah, I was rooting for a game. I've been rooting for a game 3. Chat's rooting for a game 3. And we get a no affair map. Ooh, Indiana Jones has a Major. And we get criteria and Meridia connectors. This will be interesting here, Sanath, because this could be really... The last seed was kind of very linear, if you will. Just a matter of what you did to get to some of the certain sections. The only real route divergence we saw was Anfunny head to Meridia first, picked off Fantoon. It actually worked out in Imyt's favor. He left Meridia to the last minute, and last zone, rather. So, there was an issue of no charge beam, lack of ammo for Imyt to finish the game, and Ridley. Anfunny was go mode earlier on, but by going to Meridia first and finding Fantoon and Mother Brain, then having to go to the very long out-of-the-way save stations, Imyt ended up, based on movement and routing decisions, paid off for him just a little bit better. That plasma beam's going to pay off for these racers as well, but we saw early plasma last seed, and we didn't get charged to the very end when Imyt found it in Watering Hole. Anfunny gets bombs. Imyt gets space jump.
So what you're saying is it wasn't a powerbomb seed. If you know, you know.
Anfunny just missing that mock ball. That's not like him. Anfunny.
Oh,
There
2
you
for
go.
2.
Gets it on the 3rd try. Imyt pulled off this extremely tight short charge on the last race the first time. Nicely done.
Okay, but not needing to mockball and mockballing anyways for the swag. You're gonna mockball every time, right?
There you go. Why not? Swag it up. Nice high five in the elevator, by the way.
We all like a little elevator high five.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so my issues have been figured out.
Hooray! And with that, Sanath, why don't you take us away here, a little play-by-play with these two, and what you think this seed is currently telling us, and do you think Criteria or Meridia?
Oh man, we don't have maps for either yet, do we? So, I mean, it's a 50-50 gamble at that point. You go to one or the other. So we're gonna have to see like what these hold in store, and if we're gonna see a split and divergence here. There, we see a grapple beam at the top of Indiana Jones, which is kind of nice, and that's kind of a mean location for it, considering that's the item you need to get across. Normally, with speed, you can do it, but Anfunny is getting ready to get through the speed blocks here up to the next room. We got a sine wave. We got Imyt going for a speed charge to go up the criteria shaft. That's a nice little short charge right there. A little difficult if you ask me, but these guys are pros. Pros. Sees a super missile at the mountain bottom. Gonna maybe go for that. I'd go for it. Although I know in these maps you kind of want to go for beam gun mode because that gives you a little bit more freedom to kill bosses quickly. So, and Imyt is skipping it looks like for now. Gonna search for the rest. We got a map check here, and we see not a whole heck of a lot. We got 1X, we got the ship, so we know how to leave. We don't see Fantoon that I can see unless he's hiding. Anfunny, meanwhile, coming back up the elevator into Norfair. Probably gonna have to choose between Criteria or Meridia. Imyt's already in Meridia. So what is the play? Are we going to... Is Anfunny gonna diverge here? Oh, no, I'm sorry. Imyt's in Criteria. So, and I'm thinking that's where Anfunny wants to go. But we gotta kill these metal pirates first. Ooh, very nice. Third try on the green gate glitch. Andy, welcome in. Chat, what's the bet? Are we gonna be, which beam are we looking for next, you think? You think we're gonna find charge, ice, or wave? A second spazer. Can't go wrong with more spazer beams. So Anfunny's slightly behind on Imyt here, coming through Criteria. Both players are still looking for one more E-tank in order to hit go mode. Both, 3 more, at least charge to help out with killing bosses would be nice. Otherwise, we're going to be looking at ammo go mode. Anfunny gets to see the map now, gets to see the ship, and gets to think about exploring the rest of Criteria. Imyt checking the ocean down here in Meridia. Or, I'm sorry, Criteria. That was a major spring ball. Nothing too crazy so far. Something that I'm seeing these players do is taking a good amount, I shouldn't say a good amount of time, but taking their time, like looking at the map, just to kind of see where they want to go next. This is definitely a more open seed. I know that in the last race I commented last night, we were talking about how Mo had really short pause times, under a minute, which is absolutely insane from what I understand. So getting those pause times down is something that you really want to be able to do. And WX is coming back in. How you doing, WX?
Okay, I'm done screaming. Done with the getting emotional. I'm excited. And now it's time to get even more excited about finishing this out. I'm pumped. I golf. I'm a golfer. And this is the World Series, the Super Bowl, and I'm so happy for Rory. So, but now...
we got so many good tournaments going on.
Oh, there's so... Metroid Prime Randomizer tournaments coming up. We get this one. We got a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a no glitchless one coming up in a couple of weeks.
There's a Mega Man X 100% tournament coming up.
Yeah, shout out Apty. I've known about that one since before it was announced. But shout out to Divine, by the way. Coming in. Relatively new tracker. Make sure you show Divine some love. And Divine might actually get the achievement. Full tracker.
Hey, while you're checking out
Doing
Divine,
nothing?
check out WX Fan as well for the great commentary.
Appreciate that. I feel like I calmed race 1 like a grand final. I realized it during it. I'm like, I'm not stopping now. I'm like, this is too good. This is too back and forth.
But yeah, as you're seeing in chat, definitely check out the runners as well. Go follow Anfunny, go follow Imyt. We definitely can't put on these races without them. So check out all the different runners in this bracket. You got to see how things are going to go.
So, another wreck ship, another Dragon.
Gotta love it.
That's where it was in game 1. Why you don't want to move, Dragon?
Listen, Dragon likes the ship. What can I say?
I mean, yeah, that's fair. At least it looked like Dragon. Was it great? No, it looked like Dragon.
I didn't get to see it, to be completely honest, so I'm gonna go with you.
Oh, great. Twitch chat's gonna give me such crap.
Oh, they were already giving me crap, so it's all good.
What else is new? They make Imyt eat random beans for a living, or not for a living on his stream. Whatever.
Shoutouts to Twitch chat for giving us a hard time.
Don't encourage them! Don't encourage them! We got a lot of racers hanging out in chat. A lot of good people hanging out in chat with us. We're glad that you all are spending your Sundays here with us. Sanath and I are going to take you through game number 2. Right now, Anfunny is in a world of pain. He is a sector. We'll call it a sector. He's a sector behind Imyt right now in terms of map info. You can see this is why Imyt is one of the better rando runners because of his movement tech. And
well,
we've seen it. It is created in Wreck Ship. My apologies.
You never really know on how this is going to turn out, though, because it was Mo 0-2 against Nevdi, seed 11 versus seed 6. So underdogs coming back and slapping the pros definitely can happen.
So what you're saying is Mo slapped Nevdi confirmed? Question mark?
Definitely confirmed.
Medic? I'm kidding. Poor Nevdi's already gotten so much crap already this entire seed. This entire raid tournament, rather. From Nevdi Morph to being trolled from chat. Poor Nevdi. Leave Nevdi alone. Nevdi wasn't even at AGDQ and got trolled. I don't know how that happened, but whatever.
Is Nevdi having his own Britney Spears, leave Britney Spears alone timeline?
I mean, I try leaving Nevdi more for other than the occasional joke, but Nevdi... people forget, Nevdi was the #1 seed in the inaugural tournament. Leave the man alone! I mean, he's clearly the #7 seed, so washed. Nevdi's still gonna fire me. I'm gonna get a message. You're fired. No more commentary.
I'm still saying, don't doubt Anfunny coming back, though, because Anfunny did win the ladder tournament on Smrat.
That's right. That's why I was saying in game number 1, because somebody decided not to join me for commentary.
Listen. Tell the Discord bots to leave me alone, and I'll open my DMs.
That's what happens when you click on that link that says "Find good viewers here." I'm kidding. So Imyt's taking out Fantoon. That's a good thing. Blow up the space elephant.
The ghost of the most is what I like to call him.
Yeah, space elephant, space squid. Alright, so Torian, we're going to have a map for this now, which is pretty cool.
I mean, we already know that this game isn't real because you can hear sound, and it takes place in space.
Okay, then. My logic was trying to figure out what you just said. Because we can hear sound. How do you think we're hearing each other now? Chat, please. Someone get me a better commentator. I could talk to a rock and have a better conversation. Somebody save me. Kidding.
I know
Don't
you're kidding.
leave, please. Game 1 was lonely.
We're having fun here in the commentary booth because there is a lot going on, but it's a lot of just like searching. We're really just looking for a charge, and we're just looking everywhere as we do bosses. We got Fantoon happening on Anfunny's side. Let's see if we can see a 1 round or a 2 round.
That's right. This will be fun. So Anfunny has found Fantoon, but again, is this going to be another charge beam seed? Take a look at the ammo for both of these racers. 30 and 20 and 15 for Anfunny. 30, 15, 10 for Imyt.
Oh, this is definitely a charge seed.
It's definitely could be. Imyt, we saw in game number 1 skip some of the miners, and it came back to almost bite him because he had a commanding lead, then shrunk to about a 1 area lead. Just how it ended up routing and where the last boss was. So, we'll see what happens here.
Fantoon is not playing nice with Anfunny right now.
Oh, Fantoon. I mean, we saw some trolly ones yesterday with some of the racers with Fantoon. It was not nice to some of them at all. So, we have a lot of games going on right now. Okay, so big shout-outs to Divine here tracking for us. We have on SpeedGaming 2, Berry and Edible Toaster with NN tracking, Cruel Beans versus Fat Scott. On SpeedGaming 3, no commentary, but Cool Papa Bell has you covered on tracking there. That's game number 1. It's Albies versus Idol. That is game number 1. That's Gravity 9+1. And that is your action tonight. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern, Nitro versus NZT right here on the main SpeedGaming channel. Tickles versus Aussie tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be a fun one. They're all going to be fun. This tournament's amazing. I thought the first tournament was great. This tournament's been even better. I love all the different modes that we're seeing here in this tournament.
Nice quick kill over on Imyt's screen. Blink and you miss it, the dragon's already down. Is it a dragon? I don't know.
Something.
I know Ridley is a dragon.
Hmm? Oh, Bastion Blue on commentary for Albies versus... So yeah, Berry and Toast to get you covered for Beans and Fat Scott, and we've got Sanath and myself here for Anfunny versus Imyt.
Yeah, chat, we need to debate on the etymology of what crate is.
Dinosaur, lizard, dragon, kimono dragon. I go with some sort of dinosaur gimmick. I thought that language would be reserved for like a Ridley, but my goodness.
Oh yeah, no, the space dragon needs to die. Everyone knows this. No one harms the baby and gets away with it.
Well, listen. We already have folks wanting Oops All Spore Spawn. Some of them want Oops All Ridley.
According to Google, a corpulent, three-eyed, green reptilian extraterrestrial.
So a space reptile. Interesting. I mean, y'all agree Crate is the easiest of the 4G4. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, don't miss these races, chat. Always make sure that you got an alarm set because you never know who's going to be on mic. You got WX here.
Leave the people that are 1 a.m. watching this race alone. They want to go to bed.
No, they need to stay up and they need to watch you.
Creepy. They need to watch the racers, not me. This is what happens when Seneth and I do comms. A lot of laughing.
A lot of things get out of hand.
Things escalate quickly, just like Brinstar just did. Hello, final 2 losses.
Not enough doors. You need to add rooms. Yeah.
All right, so now we need to focus here, Senath, because there was only one major in Brinstar. It's either X-Ray, Charge, Ice, or Wave. And Imyt's finding himself in the same situation with Ridley that he did in game number 1. What would you do? Would you go for that one major in Brinstar? Or would you try hunting down miners?
Oh, man. At this point, you've skipped so many miners. Gotta go for Brinstar.
2 majors. So here we go. It's Billy Mays. Could be double. It's not double, but it's Wave.
We got Wave, which is good. Anyone who bet on Wave earlier, congrats, you win absolutely nothing. Or you get your first ticket to a fresh rando where you too get to deal with this nonsense.
No, don't give them Plando seeds. So this is it. Imyt's gonna try this. We saw it not pay off for him in game number 1 until very late. Is this major going to pay off? This is Norfair Reserve. This could be 2 majors. First, Ice Beam, and that's it. He's got every major except for Charge and X-Ray.
So it's not here. It's got to be the one major we haven't checked. Because there's only one left.
Oh boy. Have we seen X-Ray yet?
Oh, that's right. X-Ray. So there's 2 left.
There's 2 majors left. It's Charge Beam and X-Ray. What is happening? And then they are! With Mother Brain!
So who goes to Mother Brain to find their Charge Beam?
I think Imyt just goes miner hunting here.
Man, that feels kind of bad. I gotta say.
WX is too soft, man. He's too soft. He's not actually loud. WX pink. Which, do you all make up your minds? Anfunny gets Charge Beam. He's in go mode.
I think what's happening is you're getting cut off from being too loud and Crisp is muting you.
Wait, this is a PG stream, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was crisp.
You're welcome.
Yeah. See, you see, Senath, I knew it was crisp, but yesterday they were complaining that I was apparently too soft, and I had no control over the Discord volume. They were too
Gotcha.
busy complaining that I was too soft yesterday. Now they're over here complaining that I'm too loud and cutting out. Whatever.
Yep. So looks like you're right with Imyt is he's going minor hunting for now. He's
Of course he is. You're right there with the final two bosses. The last thing you want to do is go in another area.
You think Anfunny's gonna do the same thing?
He's in go mode. He's got charge.
Oh, that's right. So
Charge
this is
was in
Anthony's game to
Meridia.
lose.
Yep, charge was in Retro Brain where Morph Ball usually is.
A couple of characters we are.
Again, some of these viewers have never heard me do Counter-Strike commentary. Or Rocket League commentary, for that matter. You think I get loud for Super Metroid? Wait till you hear me do Counter-Strike or Rocket League commentary. That is by definition of me being a play-by-play guy to be very loud.
All right, up through the wreck ship, although the green background, this is somewhere else.
The last thing Imyt wants to do is do a 25 power bomb Ridley fight.
"25 powerbomb Ridley fight" sounds soothing.
Oh! I mean, at least it's not the fusion Ridley sound. You really want to hear that space chicken continue to squawk?
I live with two birds.
Oh, so you're fine with it. How is Baron getting blamed for this? Chat, how did that happen? How is Baron of Red getting blamed for this? Jeez. Now this is gonna help out Anfunny getting that map information. This is what kind of tripped him out in game number 1.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the wrong place at the wrong time for the last bosses. He's in the right place at the right time now because he is in go mode. He's got that charge beam to have a much closer Ridley fight. He doesn't have to worry about ammo. And on top of that, he's got 25 supers. Technically, he can do it because he's got 30 missiles. But you have that now safety of the charge beam. It's going to make a much quicker fight. And now we get a high five here with Dragon. Question in chat, will Imyt end up finding charge? It'll be too little too late for the bosses. It'll be fine for the Mother Brain fight. Mother Brain is in Meridia. Again.
Yeah, I think the difference here, having charge and not having charge, is really going to make this not one-sided, but it's going to make it a lot closer than we think.
Yep. And Dragon being nice to Anfunny. Goop phase just like that. Beautifully done. He got a couple extra swoops in there in game number 1. That was the best Dragon pattern you could have hoped for. Very, very well done.
Got duck and roll through Metroid 4 here. All right, so we're 34 minutes in. Who do you think is panicking? Ah, 25 powerbomb fight. Here we come. Chat, protect your screens.
Alright.
If you have flash sensitivity.
Hello, Mr. Ridley. Gonna get blown up by PBs.
Yeah.
This is really close. Here's Anfunny now on the Ridley fight.
All right. So Anfunny enters in about a minute and a half after I want to say, but has charge.
I also just want to say this, okay? In all seriousness, I like to have fun on commentary. I like to do some good play-by-play and keep things nice and tight. But these are two of the nicest racers you're gonna meet in the SM community. As much crap as Imyt gets on his stream and whatnot, there's a reason he's got a following. There's a reason Anfunny's building up a following. The two are probably some of the nicest racers I've met, and I've had a pleasure of meeting and commentating with a lot of them. Aussie, Oats, Eddie, you, Sanath. I've commentated with so many Beans and Tickles, just to name a few. Would love to commentate with Nevy one of these days too. But they're some of the nicest people, and they are always willing to help out any racer in the community. It doesn't matter if you're new, intermediate, moderate, expert, doesn't matter. They love to talk with all of you. So make sure you show them some love by giving them a follow on their Twitch channels. !art in the chat to give them a follow.
And I can tell you right now, if you're interested in learning about Super Metroid from these runners or racers or commentators or anyone, we're planning on doing a podcast, a vodcast, where we're going to be going room by room in randos. What is the best setup? What's your plan when you see these maps, when you do map randos? What's your plan when you know what the objectives are?
We are?
Oh, yeah. We're definitely, I'm doing it.
I didn't even realize that was a thing. Sweet. All right. Now, where does Imyt go? Because he doesn't know what Mother Brain. He's got two areas he hasn't seen. He hasn't seen Wreck Ship, and he hasn't seen Meridia. He's going for Wreck Ship. Anfunny knows where Mother Brain is. He's going to head right back to Meridia. I say nice things about the racers. Chat. Again, PG stream. I'll be nice. I'm kidding, chat. You're fine. Anfunny, though, this was also something else that we saw in the last game. There's Sanath. There wasn't a good ammo recharge station, by the way. So, and it's Wreck Ship to Meridia. Ooh, my bad. We did see Wreck Ship. So many areas. Here we go. This is it.
This is it.
Who's the first to Mother Brain? Because Imyt is gonna go for the map. Mother Brain cannot be blinded like this unless you really go off the beaten path. And I don't know what Anfunny's doing. You are in go mode.
You found Wild Beam. I mean, at least Wave is nice. It's not ice.
It's true, but Wave also does way more damage than Ice Beam. There it is. And Mother Brain's right there. So, by Anfunny, unfortunately, going out of his way for Wave Beam, might have just cost himself this best of 3.
We'll see. 45-25, no charge beam for Imyt.
This is going to come down to the escape. Because Anfunny's going to go away from Mother Brain. Imyt's already here.
Imyt's already here, but doesn't have enough ammo. 5-7?
And has to farm, by the way. He's going to farm. This is literally coming down to the wire.
Go straight down, Anfunny. Just do it. Where you going? Oh, it has to go to this side probably to get to the front of Mother Brain.
Correct. You have to go through Big Pink. And Anfunny's take quick save. Save early, save often. Imyt finds the X-ray visor.
Yeah, so Imyt was probably still looking for charge beam. Yeah, but now it's charge or do minor farm and die.
Anfunny, where were you going? Is this the way to Mother Brain? I don't think it is.
I think this is the way to Mother Brain.
Not that I'm aware of. Oh, is it up the elevator? I'm gonna eat my microphone if this keeps up.
It's up the elevator and through
It
this
is up
room,
the elevator.
and then look. Yeah, that's a one-way the other way. That's why you had to do this.
Oh, it was the one way. It wasn't Mission Impossible. I stand corrected. Imyt's got charge beam. This is it. This Zeb skip. This is everything. Imyt's right behind Anfunny. Imyt 900
nice
damage
charge.
beam. Imyt with a 900 damage beam. Anfunny 750, but full ammo.
Full ammo and charge.
This is literally coming down to the wire.
Yeah, and Imyt still needs to farm here, so there's Mother Brain Phase 1 down right now.
I said it before, was going out of the way for Wave Beam gonna cost Anfunny this best of 3. There's still a lot to be determined. Here we go. Anfunny onto the Mother Brain 2 fight. Imyt looking for that speed. Zeb skip should have no problem with it and gets it. We are locked in. The racers are locked in. We have Mother Brain 2 being fought on the left-hand side of your screen. Mother Brain 1 on the right-hand side of your screen. This could all come down to the escape. This could come down to pause timing.
Oh, catch up! Oh, come on. Let's be okay. All right, we're charging up.
He's done.
We're done.
Quick, chat, time, go! Do the guessing, chat.
What's the escape time, chat?
Give me 2 minutes, 45 seconds.
I'm gonna agree with Dugar here. 155.
This is a brutal escape. Chat, racers, lock in. Meridia to Norfair to Criteria. Here we go.
I'm bonus set at 155. Guessers.
Minute 55, Dugor with the right one. Nori, a lot of good guesses here. 155 is the winner. And now this is it. It comes down to the escape. Is Imyt gonna go 2-0? Is Anfunny going to force a game 3? Up big pink. Anfunny, time to start flying. Knows this Mission Impossible is going to lead him to that Norfair door. Minute 26 on the clock. He's going to fly. Both on the escape timer. Both with everything on the line. Imyt, a 2-0 victory on the line. Anfunny trying to stave off elimination. Force a game number 3.
Just to remind chat, this is going by the race room time. So no matter what the stream sync says, whoever looks like they're finishing first, we give the official race room finish times.
Yep, that's an interesting. Is this going to come down to the wrong criteria door? Oy vey. Here we go, into pre-halfy. Out this left middle to the left door. Croc Escape, or excuse me, Croc Speedway into Hoda Ruby. Up and to the left. Which door is Anfunny going to take? There were 2 criteria doors.
You gotta take top, I think. I think top is the way.
So you would go to the top one instead of the second?
I'm going top.
It's right there. It's exactly where he's going. He can't get to the other one right now. It's only way. Imyt in Hoda Ruby. He's right on Anfunny's tail. The pause timer could come back to bite him.
It's a 30-second on-screen difference, chat.
This is insane. Shine Spark up, climb tower. Into Bubble Mountain. The ship awaits.
Straight up. It is straight up from here.
Imyt is literally right behind him. He's 1 room away. It's a 1-room difference.
Oh man, this timer, 10 seconds left.
Anfunny might run out of time. 8 seconds. A bonk.
3 seconds through the door.
He has no time. There's no way. Is he getting it? He's got it
63
with
point
less than a
seconds
second!
left.
With
63
less than
point
one-
seconds.
Unreal! The snipe! The finish! Less than 1 second on the escape timer! The official times of the race! Anfunny in first, 44 minutes and 47 seconds. Imyt, 45 minutes, 11 seconds. What a race, and chat and comms get their wish. We go the distance. Game number 3, Metroid objectives, no Mother Brain 2.
Chat, welcome back to a forced game 3. How is everyone doing? We're going to do a quick map check here at the very first map in Kateria. Bear with me just a moment. All right, sorry for that delay. Just getting the stream set up here for this forced game 3. And Imyt took game 1. Anfunny forced it on game 2. It is a tie game right now, 1-1. We got Metroids happening here on this map, Rando. WX Fan is joining me on the co-commentary booth.
WX Fan is still recovering. WX Fan speaking in third person. WX Fan doesn't like when WX Fan speaking in third person. WX Fan said, "What a bleeping race that was." Whew. What a finish. Hello, criteria full of majors.
Yeah, we got early speed. Looking for that first morph. So all we need to do now is kill the Metroids, which means that charge is not technically required. Ice would be very nice to find, so we don't have to powerbomb them.
Yep. You have audio, by the way, chat. You're welcome.
Listen, someone left the newbie to try and control this nonsense, and
Listen, Divine is doing just fine. Yes, we're set, we're here, everything's tied. Welcome to Metroid's Objectives No Mother Brain 2. So there I updated the title for everybody. Thank you, Divine, for doing that. Basically, the G4 have been replaced with the Metroid rooms.
the M4.
That's right. So here's how it goes, Sanath. By putting everyone's collectives heads together in the tournament, here is what we've decided. We're going to do this via the KPDR method. So Metroid Room 1 is going to be Kraid. Metroid Room 2 is Phantoon. Metroid Room 3 is Dragon. Metroid Room 4 is Ridley. That is how we're going to have them marked.
That makes sense because vanilla, that's how the bosses are cleared.
Correct. Kind of the reason, we came up with it the way we did. So, with that being said, folks, sit back, relax, watch the race.
A nice early screw attack speed. This is going to be an interesting seed with no... Well, we have Morph now already, so we're doing okay there.
And Wave Beam. So Wave, Morph, Screw, Speed. Imyt is not showing any mercy.
I don't think I can blame him after that game, too. That was so close. What is that, a difference of like 30 seconds between our runners?
Something like that. Metroid Room 1 has 4 Metroids. and is flatter across the room. Metroid Room 3 at the entrance into Metroid Room 3 in the vanilla game has a little bit of a squish to it. There's like a little squishier hallway. It's not as big. Kind of the best way I can describe it. Oh.
It looks like we're getting a little bit of a route divergence already, though, with Anfunny going up after Aqueduct, and now Imyt is charging up through the snail area here to grab these two items. Might be following Anfunny right up here in just a moment.
Yeah, you see Anfunny here, a nice execution. He's going to get his screw attack and wave beam. Now, Imyt's ahead, but we've seen this before. This race is wide open. You have to understand. With Metroid rooms, this is going to be drastically different. This is go find the Metroids, beat Mother Brain 1. You still need to keep in mind, and the uniqueness of this mode is you can still encounter all of the G4 bosses. Like, for example, I see Kraid already here in Criteria. You still need the ammo and beams to beat these bosses if they're blocking your way to one of the Metroid objective rooms. So
yeah, so that's the only reason. That's the only reason you would see a boss here is if they're literally blocking your way into a Metroid room.
Correct. And the other
thing
to keep
blocking
in mind,
your way into a area that you need to get to another area.
So Criteria has 2 Metroid rooms, Metroid Room 2, and then either Metroid Room 1 or 3. You do not have suits. You're going into this suitless. Those Metroids are going to do a heck of a lot of damage to you. So chat's already saying you can use 5 PBs technically to beat the Metroids. Yes, you can. Because every Metroid takes 3 PBs to defeat with no Ice Beam. But you still gotta keep in mind, you don't have suits for that damage reduction. If you get caught and you have no way out, you're in a world of trouble.
But we do have morph ball bombs to get out. But yeah, you're right. You don't want to get caught. You want to juggle those Metroids as much as you can. As soon as we find ice, though, oof, that's going to be a game changer.
Yeah, Imyt's angry, by the way. He's playing out of his mind. This is the fastest movement we've seen from Imyt this entire best of 3.
Side-by-side map check there. They're not far behind from each other. They're basically neck and neck.
You got that right. The difference right now is high jump and spring ball. Andy also making a good case. Spring ball makes the juggling easy. This is true. Screw attack makes getting through the Metroid rooms easier. But
yep,
again,
because they will bounce right off of you.
If this is linear and Imyt keeps up his insane movement, then what we're going to see here is we should see an Imyt victory. If this starts out with more crazy divergence, like if we legitimately get a split map, this is going to be very spicy. Because remember, you don't need the money from Mother Brain 2. The ammo, rather. Not money, sorry. You don't need the ammo from Mother Brain 2.
Imyt does need to be careful here with how much we're checking the map. I mean, we want to keep those map times down. Anfunny's also doing a bit of a refill here, not feeling safe on 2 E-tanks. While Imyt, like you're saying, playing out of his mind, only on 99 energy and half of a reserve.
But you know what Imyt needs to do? Chat, what do I say when it comes to map, Rando? I'll let chat say it, Zeneth. Say the thing, chat.
Anfunny's taking a lot of time on the map as well, so they're pretty evenly matched, I think, in pause time so far.
Okay, this is Metroid Room 1. Save early, save often. Imyt now getting drawn to more Metroids. Remember what I mentioned before about potentially getting grabbed here. Imyt's doing a really good job of juggling the Metroids. Anfunny gets a save. Metroid Room 1 is down.
All right, so that is Kraid. Metroid Room 1.
Correct. Kraid down.
I'm betting that Anfunny's going to do the same here. Just go straight for the Metroid Room 1.
Imyt is really going nuts right now. This is, I think Anfunny's playing a little too safe.
Well, it could be playing dangerous is the thing that decides the race, because it means that you either get a lot more time because you're playing dangerous, or you played too dangerous and you flew too close to the sun.
Yep. Oh, got a little grab there by the Metroid. Imyt is done with Metroid Room 2.
Yep, so there you go. There goes Fantoon.
Yep, and Anfunny executed a nice CWJ as well.
So that is 2 Metroid Rooms to 0 so far, but this is still anyone's race. Don't get me wrong.
Yep. Anfunny knows that's Kraid behind him. Andy, by the way, thank you for the raid. We saw your messages. Glad you were watching with your viewers in your stream. This is a fun best of 3. Very even between these racers. I've been telling you that this entire best of 3. Anfunny's 31 seed is because he played 1 map rando seed in Season 2. That was it. Otherwise, Anfunny would have been a lot higher in terms of seeding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, you cannot doubt the skill level that Anfunny is coming in here with. He just won the Smrat ladder tournament here a couple of weeks ago, and after that, did some real practicing on some map rando to prep for this tournament. So, man, don't discount this player.
No, Anfunny is, so if you're unfamiliar with SMRAT is, it's on Speedrunners Arena, another great speedrunning channel. And that is a tournament that is for all levels. It is designed, the logic to be for anyone that wants to compete, so long as you know how to wall jump, mock ball, and infinite bomb. Excuse me, mock ball, shine spark, and infinite bomb jump. And Anfunny, with some very tough competition, was your most recent season champion. So, you know, Anfunny he's not one to be trifled with either. Imyt, luckily enough to escape out of the heated room with 3 energy left, luckily is gonna get to Big Pink and will be able to farm. Anfunny spending too much time farming.
Yeah, but now Anfunny can definitely take the amount of farming he's done and start running with it and trying to catch up to Imyt, who now needs to refill.
Imyt making Twitch chat sweat.
Anfunny is playing a little bit on the cautious side, though, because it looks like he knows where these Metroid rooms are. He's doing a little bit of exploration here and there. These snails are bullying him.
You have to understand, too, that nerves do play a big factor in races. It's not just skill, it's nerves.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Anfunny did just come off the last race with a 0.6 on the escape timer, just barely, and I do mean with a 30-second difference, barely beating out Imyt and forcing this game 3.
Correct. But now, you're playing a little too cautiously here, Anfunny. You're not going for ammo. This is the other downside to Metroids. Sometimes when you just know that the G4 bosses are the objectives, you're just kind of muscle memory, and it's kind of just how your mind is. Mm-hmm. To go and like, hey, I'm going to go ammo hunting. I'm going to go look for 3 tanks. I'm going to go look for charge beam. You don't need any of that in Metroids. It's beat the 4 Metroid rooms, go beat Mother Brain 1, and get to the ship.
Chat saying, come on, it wasn't even close. Had 0.62 more than they needed.
Chat, you can get here and commentate, okay? Exclamation point SMRMC. You all can sign up to volunteer and commentate. Trolls.
We certainly need them.
Trolls. I was losing my mind. How else could you commentate that other than literally getting so hyped up and excited at the last, literally, under a second to go? Anfunny falls. That is a very tight thing to do with no gravity suit.
He really wanted to get that E-tank for a refill, but ends up doing a full circle after fall. Oh, this is going to be...
See, Sanath, if I would have threatened that, I would say, you know what? Twitch chat can do it on their own. I'm leaving and going to bed. They'd be able to turn the volumes up on their devices. And then you'd see in chat, oh, finally, the loudmouth is gone.
Anfunny is struggling to get this E-tank refill. We really don't want to leave without it because 74 plus a reserve, that's not okay. Granted, you can get through the next couple of areas, but it's... Oh, there we go. We got it. We got it.
It's fine,
Shaking his head. Shaking his head. Take the reserve tank while you're here.
Another E-tank.
All right, Anfunny. You got plenty. Time to turn on the jets.
I mean,
oh,
hey, Sanath,
no.
Sanath, I'll take second gear from Anfunny at this point.
Oh my god. So that was just a reset after falling too far into the sand. He just lost all of that time going and getting all those things that he just grabbed.
That's
his
a
last save is yeah.
That's a 2 to 3 minute time loss just in the pits.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. He knows. So this is now, do you overcorrect, Anfunny? Are you going to go Jets mode now, or are you going to keep playing careful?
Yeah, he needs to go from first gear into fifth gear. He needs to just absolutely fly. He needs to go from 0 to 65. Winner of this, by the way, gets to get absolutely destroyed by Nevdi. Oh, no, excuse me. Oh, I thought Nevdi was the winner of this. No, it's Nevdi versus Sunroof Farmer. Winner of this gets to be spanked by Tillamorph. I had an entire script here ready to go of nice things I needed to say about Nevdi during this race. I can throw that out the window.
Chat, tell me your favorite phrase for having to go from slow mode to fast mode.
I can see the Nike slogans now.
Just do it.
I like some of the answers.
Gone straight to plaid. That's a shout out right there. Going straight to plaid. Shout outs to 80s children.
Oh my goodness. I see a legendary one in there. Alright. Imyt still with Novaria. Gonna hang out with these items. Items, the fishes, the things. Listen, game 2 was a lot. What do you want from me? Imyt's kneeling down, hanging out with these enemies, having a grand old time.
WX, let's do a quick recap of how we got here. First off, make
right
sure
after this high
you are
five.
Make sure you're
Jeez.
following these runners in their chats because we can't do these races without them. So make sure you tell them how much they're appreciated. Go to their chat, give them a follow. If you got the ability, give them a sub. Give us a sub here at Speed Gaming. Give us a follow over here in the commentary booth if you like the commentary. Give Divine a follow if you like Divine for the tracking.
Yeah, but by the way, I gotta give Divine a quick shout out. Literally has been hanging out watching a lot of these races. Has heard a lot of us plug enough about these races. And signed up to start tracking last night. Game 1 of this best of 3 was Divine's second race to track. So make sure you show Divine some love in Twitch chat, please. And if you all want to get involved with this, !SMRMC, join the Discord, go to the tourney info channel, and sign up to volunteer.
Mm-hmm. And like we were saying earlier, if you want to learn to play this or if you want to get into running this, check out the racers themselves. They'll definitely give you tips. Come over to SRC where we will give you tips on Smrat racing so you can get used to the easy stuff and then get into the hard stuff.
SRA.
Or SRA, sorry, not SRC.
SRA will have a Mega Man X 100% tournament coming up this summer. There are so many good speedrunning communities and channels where you can watch this. This is, the communities are just all sorts of amazing. Anfunny knew he struggled there a bit. He's going to have to get this jump just like Imyt did. Imyt continues his 2 to 4 minute lead right now over Anfunny. Anything can happen here, though. So we appreciate all of you watching. Matter of fact, when I'm done with this, I'm so fired up. I got hours. I'm so far behind on my NFL draft research. I got my Excel spreadsheet I'm still working on. I gotta have a bunch of stuff going on for that. I'm gonna have a watch party on my Twitch channel for night 1 of the draft. I'll be going over my thoughts as the picks are done. I love football. And when my Patriots pick at 4, if it's anything other than Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter, if either one of those are on the board, and they decide to take Will Campbell or Armand Menbu, I will yell, I will scream, and probably curse. Because if you don't take one of the 2 blue chip prospects, I'll lose it. You just do it. Just take the blue chip prospects and move on. With that being said, talk about blue chip prospects. Imyt, you know how good he is. Anfunny's turning himself into a blue chip prospect. Again, I said this earlier, Sanath, that Anfunny, relative to Imyt and Oates and a lot of these other high-level runners, is newer to the SM Rando community in general, and is already going toe-to-toe with one of people's favorites here in Imyt.
That's what I was saying. If you think that you can get into this, try. Because Anfunny thought he could get into this, how long ago now? Not that long ago, and is now playing against some of the top players.
Yes, sir. Imyt looking for that 1-round fan tune. Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it? Are we gonna see it? No!
Oh, very nice. Almost had the 2-round. There it is.
Imyt's done with Fantoon. Excuse me. Man, if you have been having fun with this best of 3, can we see some thumbs up in the Twitch chat if you've been having a good time? These races have been putting on one heck of a race. There's Metroid Room 4 and a major and 2 majors. Could very well be our required suits. Well, not required, just we could have some suits.
Now, you know what would be fun is not only do you have to go visit and destroy every Metroid in the 4 rooms, but you have to go and find Baby Metroid as well.
We do? Says who?
No, I'm not saying says who. I'm saying that would be fun if you had done that.
Listen, do you have any idea how much I would love to be able to control some of these seeds to randomly change things up at one point during an entire race? You know how fun that would be for me? SpeedGaming wouldn't like it because he wouldn't be able to keep to a legitimate schedule. The admins probably would find it funny. I'd find it hilarious.
It's not randomizer anymore. It's WX randomizer.
Hey, if you've ever listened to the fantasy footballers and they do mock drafts and then someone hits that mayhem button, give me one of those for these races, please. All of a sudden, up. Anfunny's done all 4 Metroids. Boom, hit the button. Nope. You're going back. You're gonna have to go fight those G4. We're taking all the items away from you. You're starting at new. It's time for double suit.
Yeah, crowd control randomizer tournament. Let's go. Yeah, I agree. That would be hilarious. That would have to be a special race because it's one of those like messing with racers is one thing. It's definitely fun, but it's not really a real race because if you mess with one over the other.
Oh no, I would legitimately. It would just be one button and it would do both seats.
Yeah,
it'd be for both. Now listen. We already have an exhibition that I really want to start and I've been toying with. Breakfast on Zebus. Edible toaster versus techno waffle. At 8 a.m. Eastern, I will literally have a waffle and toast and coffee. I will eat a waffle and toast and have my coffee during the race.
WX, you got so many ideas. Here's a good one for you. Start a fantasy draft for Super Metroid tournaments.
Oh my gosh. Listen, I gotta take Oats #1. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, Imyt took a death.
Uh-oh.
How far back is that?
When was the last time he saved? What? When he has the map, he would have already had that already. That was before Fantoon.
Oh no! And Anfunny is fighting Fantoon right now. This is literally anybody's race. Oh my god!
It honestly doesn't matter either, because this isn't about the bosses. This is about Metroids. Right. But still, this is not good. Imyt shambles. Does a whoopsie.
To shreds, you say?
Someone said instead of draft kings, it's draft crates.
Draft crates. I like it.
I love it. That's fantastic.
Copyright it, patent it. We're doing it. Book it.
Question from chat: did Imyt lose Metroid rooms? No. Imyt did not lose any Metroid rooms. They defeated the 2 Metroid rooms 1 and 2 in Criteria well before he got to Viridia.
Mm-hmm. Anfunny still hasn't gotten any.
No. He didn't go to Criteria to get those Metroid rooms. He is so far behind right now. That's why I'm saying this mode is very weird. This mode is very wide open.
Yeah. I wonder where Anfunny thinks he's going, or if he even knows where he's going. That's going to be a question for the interview room.
Is the question, why did they all schedule these racers during the Masters? That's a great question. What? Even better question, why did I agree to do commentary during the Masters?
That's on you.
Because I want to make sure these races get streamed and commentated, and because I can.
Oh.
It's called multitasking.
All right. Imyt does need to be careful here in this fire room. 42 left.
Imyt, please. Oh, at least he finds Bubble Mountain.
Oh, 32.
And gets whacked by the waiver. He has no reserves. Are we going to see Imyt shambles?
Imyt!
Imyt, please.
22. 32.
Imyt.
42.
If he finds another heated room, he's in trouble.
Oh, no heat here. Just a straight power bomb.
He
cannot Crystal Flash.
Nope, he didn't have the extra super. Farm room for Imyt.
Oh.
He's safe,
close.
chat. He's safe for now.
Man, Anfunny trying to leave that room. Oh, no life left. Couldn't pause in time for the reserve. 50 life left. Anfunny, get out. Oh.
He finds the double refill room. And he's crystal flashing to refill the reserve tank up. Got it.
That's a smart move. Because that's a 5th A tank if you really think about it.
Mm-hmm. Folks, and I said this earlier, and I saw a lot of thumbs up. We have hundreds upon hundreds of people watching this. I want to know if you're enjoying this best of 3. I've been having a ball commentating it. Sanath, what about you?
There's Varia. And I think that reaction right there is going to tell you how much I'm enjoying this. Oh,
Absolutely.
man.
Folks, thumbs up in the Twitch chat if you're enjoying it. And Anfunny has the Varia suit.
Anfunny is probably very happy to have that suit.
Anfunny, if you're happy and you can hear this, then please go ahead and smile. If you can't hear this, please continue to stare into your computer screen.
I think he's blind or deaf to your commentary.
As he should be. You're not allowed to watch the race during this. I love to see all the thumbs up. Folks, one thing I like to do is have some fan interaction here, and y'all have been great. Let's keep this up, and now we tune the focus. Because Imyt is leaving Norfair. He's heading back to Meridia. Anfunny is still at a major disadvantage. He has to go all the way back to Criteria, which is where he's headed now. But again, this Meridia door to where the Metroid rooms are, I don't think it's particularly close to them. Remember, the Metroid rooms were on the east side of Criteria, and it's not. He's gonna go back now and backtrack. This is gonna take 5 minutes off his time. Imyt, you need to put this away now if you want to move on to face Telemorph in lower bracket round 3.
Yeah, let's start seeing some jets from our runners. Now, chat, I know y'all here gotta be Metroid and Super Metroid fans, otherwise, why would you be here? What is your favorite sector? Is it Norfair? Is it Meridia? Is it Criteria? Is it Torian? Is it Wreck Ship?
I personally like Green Brinstar.
Green Brinstar is a lot of fun.
So
Series.
All right, let's see. Someone actually said series. We're going to go right-click, ban from chat. I see another series. Right-click, ban from chat. Anyone else want to test me? Bring it, chat. I'm kidding. Yeah, there you go. Come on, Dataplet. Let's go. Ostrich says Vendrana's Edge. Phendrana's Edge is beautiful, but we're talking Super Metroid. We should have specified, not Metroid Prime. Phendrana's Drifts, though, is absolutely beautiful. The sound is fantastic. Still Magmore Caverns music all day. Arfen, though, absolutely amazing. All right, Metroid Room 1 down for Anfunny.
I got my next quiz question for chat when we do it again. My next survey question.
What did Nevdi do? Why are Nevdi morphs in chat? Nevdi's not even here. Leave the man alone. He gets a 49-minute morph ball one time.
All right, so speaking of Metroid Prime, what's the Prime 4 guesses? What's going to be the major plot point? Is Mother Brain coming back?
I don't know. I gotta be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the new Samus power that she's gonna find.
Oh yeah, the psychic power?
That just takes away from classic Metroid, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree. I completely agree.
Like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I understand the point of it. I also want to know where in the timeline it's taking place.
Well, the entire thing takes place in between Metroid 2 and 3, doesn't it? Or is it between 1 and 2?
If we're seeing Silex, I'm kind of guessing that Prime 4 is going to come after the events of Prime Hunters.
Chat confirming it takes place in between 1 and 2.
Really?
The entire Prime series.
Well, no, I mean, where in the Metroid timeline does it take place? I should have rephrased.
Oh, gotcha. And then, yeah, someone saying Prime 4 takes place between 2 and 3. That's kind of a funny place to put it.
I'm like, Metroid Prime 1 and Metroid Prime 2, there's another game between Prime 1 and Prime 2. What are you all talking about? I don't think we know yet. The graphics in Prime 4, though?
Graphics look sick. The graphics look amazing.
The images of the plant planet that we got a chance to look at, just the flora and everything else to be able to hang in there are just amazing.
It would be really cool if we get to go to more than one planet.
I mean, Prime 3 gave us the chance to use the ship to fly to different parts of the planet. So, I mean, Prime 4 is going to look amazing. We're all going to see speedruns of it eventually. I know the top runners are probably going to play a lot of casual playthroughs of it.
But we should probably come back to Planet Zebes and see what's happening over here.
Sure, why not? So, I thought Hunters took place well after Prime 3. At least according to the timeline video I saw. Either way, timeline-wise, right now, Imyt is... Is it rude of me to say 5-10 minutes ahead? Because that's surely what it feels... Why is Imyt fighting Phantoon again?
I kind of wonder if you need to fight Phantoon to unlock parts of Wreck's ship.
He needs to activate some of the ship. He wants the Major.
Yeah, this is still anyone's game. Anfunny has caught up. We now have both Metroid rooms, 1 and 2, down for both players.
There's the Major.
And there's a gravity suit.
Gravity!
That's 2 suits.
Why. Gravity suit is your reward! Holy! Of all the items he could have found for this mode, You get the other suit to get through your water rooms, and you get the extra damage against the Metroids. So Imyt never reset Fantoon. Imyt took a death.
Right.
And the last save was before the Fantoon fight.
Yep. So all of this up till now has been a lot of catch up in order to unlock Wreck Ship in order to get the gravity suit.
What we are witnessing right now is nothing short of insane. Anfunny was down by 5 minutes. Had to go all the way back to Criteria. Had to go all the way to the east side of Criteria, Sanath. Nowhere near where he was in the Meridia. No siree. He had to go all the way to the east side. And now, based on routing, based on catch-up, based on everything, Anfunny has found himself in the lead. He's beaten Metroid Room 4.
I told you, do not discount this player. This player, if you discount him, he is going to come up from behind you and Sekiro your butt.
Okay, then. I'm gonna go take my broadcasting notes and go to a different booth. I don't know what Sanath said, but it didn't sound good.
Well, Sekiro is the name of a Dark Souls game. The chat gets it. Chat gets where I'm going with that.
I'm glad chat does. The other commentator has no clue what you're talking about. Divine's probably half asleep by now.
Listen, from the same company who made Dark Souls, also known as FromSoft, made Sekiro.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Here, let me really piss off the the Dark Souls fans. It's almost like playing Armored Core.
Sanath, please. We have good viewership. We don't need to lose several hundred people. We don't need to go back down to -7 viewers. We don't need that. Please. We want to keep everyone here. Please don't do that to us. Please. I'm asking you. Don't do it. So now the biggest thing for Anfunny and for Imyt, rather, there are still 3 areas left. Norfair, Wreck Ship, and Torian. We've seen
Imyt's grabbing number 4 right now.
So we need to see where Mother Brain is, and we don't know where Metroid Room 3 is. Imyt's done with Metroid Room 4. Anfunny's grabbed the lead. But for how long?
Man, I hate calling either player in the lead. I mean, it looks like Anfunny's could be in the lead with, just having the suits, just having what he's done so far. We got another map check here coming in hot and off the presses.
Majors. This is it. This all could come down to routing. Bryn and Wreck Ship. We have a literal fork in the road. Do you go to the tiny area first? Or do you go to Bryn and hopefully luck into finding Mother Brain and Metroid Room 3? This is it. Canoe, I am most certainly not. I am not at all.
Chat, are we going to see a repeat of Game 2 where it literally came down to 30 seconds in between our runners, where it literally came down to an escape timer under 1 second to beat the game?
Please. Plasma! Doesn't matter. We're not going for bosses. No Mother Brain 2, we don't care.
Yep, all we care about is finding Metroid 3 and finding Mother Brain 1.
No bosses right now are blocking anything that I could see. Anfunny is making the choice to go to the wrecked ship. I think
this is not a bad choice. Yeah, this is not a bad choice. Smaller area means it's easier to go and find things.
No, East Ocean. Anfunny, at least peek the map room, please. Nevdi's getting stressed out. Chat's losing it. It's not a close map. Best case scenario for Anfunny is he lucks into Mother Brain or Metroid Room 3. And remember, Metroid Room 3 is one of the other long Metroid rooms. Charge Beam for Imyt. But again, only comes in handy if we had the Metroid Room 3 for Anfunny. He just blinds it. Are you kidding me?
Oh no!
I couldn't have called that better.
All right, so now we just need to find Mother Brain. Do you stay here in the small area and hope you blinded the Mother Brain, or do you leave and go into the larger area?
That's it. Anfunny just needs to find Mother Brain.
Oh, imagine if Mother Brain's literally right under.
Nope.
We got Three Musketeers.
Yeah, but screw attack. Three Musketeers are not threatening. Imyt's gonna say, this is genius, by the way, from Imyt. If Rex Ship had nothing, he gets a wonderful reset.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be one heck of a finish to this series. I don't know how Anfunny managed to come back, but he managed to come back big.
There's the map room.
Imyt's doing the same thing.
Nothing.
No. That is the tiniest and puniest Rex ship I've seen in a long time in any map, Rando. What happened?
Right.
Did we run out of tiles? Did we just not generate enough tiles in the Rex ship?
Imyt still has a chance to catch up here. If Imyt sees Metroid Room 3 and immediately turns around, I mean, there's no reason he would do that. He would probably go right to the map room. But if he turns around right after Metroid 3, that would catch him up a little bit with Anfunny.
Here we go. High five. Divine says not to shame Rex ship. It's not my fault. The seed generated a tiny Rex ship.
All right, as I thought, Imyt is going for the map room. This is a safe play. You don't know how small Rex ship is.
Imyt's still looking for items. And again, if you don't need anything else at this point. Both racers in go mode. You've got more than 18 projectiles to break the tank, and you should have plenty of supers to beat Mother Brain 1.
Mm-hmm.
Are we seriously going to see this come down to an escape again?
Yes, we are.
All right, chat. 1 for yes, this is going to come down to an escape again. 2 for no. 1 for yes, this comes down to the escape. 2 for no. Which cat really? There are so many ones! Chat wants the craziness.
I don't even think they want the craziness. I think it's just how close these two runners are to each other. We're seeing this.
This has arguably been the best of 3 we've seen this entire tournament.
I'll give you that.
Arguably. I haven't seen, like, I've seen a lot of the ones I've commentated and some others. This is the best one to my knowledge. Oh my goodness. And we have to wait for Shack Tool.
Oh. Chat, if you got the Shack Tool emote, let's start seeing it. Let's start seeing him roll through chat.
I don't think we have to wait for this, by the way. I think Anfunny's wasting a lot of time. It should have been a straight shot north. I think this is a waste of time. No, it's not. Wait. Where's Shack Tool? Hold. Shack Tool. Hold. Nope, we're quiet.
Oh, no. It is required.
Required.
We don't know where Mother Brain is yet.
Chat, we already got a Shack Tool requirement. Can we get a Spore Spawn requirement? That's all I'm saying. Can we please get a required Spokesbow? please.
It'd be funny. Required Spospo and required Crockemeyer.
I just wanted one. You don't have to. You don't have to give everyone the oh my goodness, let's go, please.
Let's get them all. Let's complete the set.
Do it. Yes. Imyt saved inside of Everest. I don't know if Imyt saved post Metroid Room 3.
Chat, this is your reminder. Please go follow these runners. They're doing an amazing job. If you haven't already followed them, go click on those links in chat and follow them right now. And if you follow one, you get to follow the other for absolutely free. It's on discount for the next 5 minutes.
This is so nerve-wracking. So Shack Tool was not required. Imyt's caught up. We're in the Brinstar. Where is the map? Oh my goodness, it's the right side. So you're gonna have to loop up and around. Okay. Taco Tank. Imyt's still... Imyt realizing he doesn't need ammo. Okay. 2 rooms apart between the racers. This could very well come down to an escape again.
Anfunny is in favor right now for getting the information earlier than Imyt. But as a reminder, this is coming down to the race room.
Here we go. Here's Mother Brain. Here we go to Torian. Mother Brain, any sense she's close. She's close. Yes, they can.
Oh, they can absolutely skip. Yeah.
Well. See, here's the thing. In Map Rando, if you do not have the space to speed Zeb skip, you have to go through the Zebatites normally.
Oh, that's correct. Yeah.
Do you have the runway?
Well, we're gonna find out in just a moment.
Imyt now knows where Mother Brain is. I don't think there's a runway. I don't think
there's a runway either.
I think that is the actual pre-Mother Brain room.
If that's the pre-Mother Brain room, it is. That is the pre-Mother Brain room. Okay, that being the pre-Mother Brain room, you can Shine Spark and get a Shine in there. It is an incredibly difficult stutter step. But it is
It's
possible.
also not in logic. Not that it's stopping any of these racers, but I'm just saying. Oh, that's massive for Anfunny. That's 5 more supers.
5 more supers to take down Zebatites.
It's 1 missile, 3 supers to destroy a Zebatite. It's through front gauntlet. This is not as bad as back gauntlet. Anfunny is within striking distance. The number 31 seed, who should have never been the 31 seed, with how good he is. Now, here we go. There's no runway. Anfunny's gonna do it. Okay, 31-13. He doesn't have the. This is gonna be ammo. This is all ammo. I don't think
this
he's gonna break the tank. Is it?
That's enough.
Escape timer, go!
Guessing the escape timer, chat. Anfunny looking for a quick way to the ship.
3-minute escape. Criteria was a long way away.
3 minutes on the dot.
Sanath 1, WX Fan 1. 3 minutes flat. Chat, you wanted this to come down to the escape. You very well may get your wish.
Imyt has 45-15 going into Mother Brain with the Zebatites. That's the same, almost the same, exact the same ammo that Anfunny had coming in here.
Anfunny had one more super pack, but Imyt should have plenty of ammunition. 2 minutes, 31 seconds to get through Norfair. This is insane how far Criteria is away. And here we go. All Anthony's gonna do is follow his path. He realized he didn't have to do. Excuse me.
There it is.
The whole time. 3 missile
Motherbrain
leeway
won.
for Imyt.
That was
Jack?
very close for Imyt.
Here we go. You wanted it. You got it. This is gonna come down to the escape.
Once again, we are going by race room times here. We will be revealing whatever those times are when we see the ship being sat on.
Well, at least get in the ship. Don't just sit on the ship. Jeez.
True.
All right.
This game three, Imyt took game one. Anfunny, game two, forcing a game three. This is now Anfunny slightly ahead on game three. Let's see how it ends up, chat.
We saw how many pauses really hurt Anfunny, almost to the point where he lost game two. Is he gonna make the same mistake again? D-Rocky in chat making a really good point. Anfunny is stressed, looking every single time. Anfunny, we saw him almost fumble the escape in game two. Is he gonna fumble here? He's back into Criteria. He's found Big Pink. We know it's not that far away. Imyt now into Norfair, getting closer and closer to Meridia.
Yeah, this movement is going to catch Imyt up real quick.
This, in my opinion, has been the best of three, the tightest best of three that we have seen so far in this tournament. And chat is losing it. They are on the edges of their seats.
The ship is right above Anfunny. He just needs one more door.
He needs to get around Aqueduct and get through a couple more than that. He's very, very close. He's got plenty of time on the clock. If you have not become an Anfunny fan before this and you became one now, Anfunny with the upset of the tournament defeats Imyt and knocks Imyt into the silver bracket. Anfunny advances to take on Tillamorph in lower bracket round 3. GG's to Anfunny. What a best of 3. That was a ton of fun. And now we're going to get into the fun part. We get into the post-race interviews. Anfunny here. Congratulations on your 2-1 series victory over Imyt. Anfunny came in so close, his mic is still muted.
Yeah.
Still catch your breath, like take a deep breath. This is real. You did it. You came back, and I was cheering for you the whole time. I was reminding chat, you were the #1, the winner of the ladder season in Sprat. Do not discount this racer. And you took game 2 to a 30-second difference. Took game 3, got ahead after being behind. How do you feel?
Oh man, I'm feeling good. Yeah, it's like, oh, but like especially at the start of that 3rd seed, especially when I ended up in that hole, I was like, oh man, I need ice to get out of there, and I was just like focused on trying to get enough E for those Metroids there in Criteria, so I wouldn't have to go back, and that I was really worried at that point, and I think I just kind of got lucky, honestly, that Mother Brain was in Brinstar, because I didn't even go to Torian or Meridia, so
Torian wasn't needed. But you guys get.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah,
Let me see if Imyt has a thing. You guys keep talking.
Yeah, that was absolutely crazy. What were your thoughts getting up to the ship in game 2? And I mean, did you realize how close the timer was before you hit it?
Oh yeah, like when I got to that one room with the Kagos, I was like, oh man, I don't know if I have enough time here.
Yeah, we didn't know if you had enough time either, and you clutched that right out.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I know which room this next one is. Got to get my like short charge like readied up and make sure I do not mess up going into the ship, because I've been known to do that, just like run past, you know, the entrance and everything. So, yeah.
I do have bad news for you though, and that is that your next race is going to be against Telemorph.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary one. I've seen them do some crazy stuff, so yeah, that's going to be a good race for sure.
All right, so Imyt isn't joining us for any post-game interviews, but let me tell you this. If you all didn't become fans of Imyt, and I said about Anfunny as he was headed to the ship, if you all didn't become fans of these two racers before this race, hopefully you have now, because that was arguably the best series that we have seen so far in this tournament, and we still have so much Super Metroid to play. I mean, Anfunny, we're going to get the elephant out of the room. What sub 1 second finish?
Man, I kept like, you know, man, like just fudging up little like tricks here and there, like movement, just getting out, and I was like, oh man, that one's gonna cost me, that one's gonna cost me, that one's gonna cost me.
You bombed in Kego room coming up to the ship.
I know, just all of that.
Is there anything that you really want to go and really try to clean up and practice now that you've been through these 3 seeds?
That's escapes.
Yeah, just all of it. I mean, you know, I haven't been focusing on Map Rando that much this season, so I need to, like, you know, start really getting back into it. And you know, like I've had a lot going on, like, you know, someone said in chat, I just got engaged, and so I was getting you know, that done, and this has been a crazy week, and I got like a marathon, charity marathon coming up in end of April, so I just got a lot going on. And but now that things are kind of starting to cool down a little bit, I'm really gonna lock in and just work on just everything, really. Just you know, reading the logic a little bit better, because you know, sometimes those heated room logic, like how much health you need to get through things, that's something I definitely need to work on, because sometimes I'm just not sure like what I need in order to get through. Like, yeah, just and you know, obviously I should have left criteria like in that 3rd seed as soon as I, you know, like got everything else in there that I could within logic. But yeah, I mean, and I got so mad when I saw that gravity. Like, I was like, I just made all that way harder on me. But thankfully I got the CWJ like first try and everything, so wasn't as bad as it could have been.
From engaged on Friday to defeating Imyt in a very close and the best of 3 arguably we've seen this tournament today on Sunday. Been a good weekend for the funny man. Imyt, again, elected to not join us here. Really, he said didn't have much to say, but again, can we get some love for Imyt in the Twitch chat, please? I know he's hanging out. You can see him. He's probably talking to his Twitch stream. Let's get some love for Imyt in the chat as well.
Oh yeah, he's super great. Like, you know, he was, before like Map Rando races started, he was just like focused on any percent, and he had never played randos before the Map Rando, like, or maybe like a few, but yeah, he's really like learned randos, because, you know, movement alone isn't going to win you randos. You really have to, you know, learn everything that there is that these randos have, and Map Rando especially is super complicated. So you know, shout outs to him for taking all that up and just improving like a ton. Like he's a super solid racer, and yeah, shout outs to him.
Absolutely. Look, I said it during this best of 3 that these two are some of the nicest people that you'll meet. I've had the chance to do commentary with Anfunny. I believe I've done it with Imyt as well. They're just amazingly nice people. But man, when it comes down to a race, these two absolutely put on a show. This was really something else. What an escape in game number 2. What a series overall. Anfunny, you overcame about a 3 to 5 minute deficit somehow, some way in game number 3 and never looked back. Imyt got the 2 Metroid rooms and criteria done early. So I gotta ask, why did you not get them done early? Were you not confident in your ability to juggle the Metroids?
It was a little bit of that, and just making my way back after all of that, because didn't seem like there was a great farm spot or anything that I could tell. So I was just looking for more energy, and that's when I went down those pits and ended up there. And I really
Yeah, you
should
took a
just
death.
I just followed the logic and checked what was in Meridia, and yeah. So sometimes, like, I've played very hard randos and stuff, like, all before the map rando racing happened. So I still got some of those habits kind of in the back of my head. So it's another thing I need to kind of focus on, is just when something is clearly out of logic and it's far out of the way, just go with the logic.
That's true. Sanath, any more questions for Anfunny?
No, I mean, I think we covered, race 2 and 3 pretty good here. I unfortunately missed race 1, but it was a amazing series coming into 2 and 3.
Miss Mace 1. He just didn't want to talk to me. It's all good. No, I'm kidding. We finally got the issues. So if you've never done commentary or tracking before, just to give you a little peek behind the curtain, and then I'll let Sanath finish. If you've never done commentary or tracking on SpeedGaming, there is a SpeedGaming bot that'll ping you 10 minutes before the scheduled race time. And if your info isn't correct, or if you have bots blocked, you're not going to get that invite. So Sanath was finally able to get it set and finish, and was able to join us for game number 2. And then during the beginning of game number 2, that's now been fixed. So, So happy to have you on commentary, because that was a ton of fun. So Sanath, go ahead. I just want to give people a little peek behind the curtain.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, with the way that Discord bots work, it was just easier to do a global block and to make sure that I wasn't getting random people saying, "Hey, let's do AI art for free." But we're not focused on that. We're focused on the race. Anfunny, you did such a good job on the comeback here. You did such a good job staying. I wouldn't say staying in logic, but I think that's kind of the strategy that won you these races at the end of the day for game 2 and 3. It was a blindingly fast race. It really came down. We were all sweating, white knuckles, looking, and I was telling everyone, do not discount this person. This person, even though they're new to racing, they're new to this format, they're new to this whole thing. I saw them race, and they are incredible. So I'm expecting, I wouldn't say great things from you, but you're going to do really well against Telemorph. Do not discount yourself. Believe in yourself.
I like it. He expects great things from him, but doesn't expect him to do well against Telemorph. Got it. So let's beating around the bush there, Sanath. No, I'm kidding. But yes, it's now going to be the 17th seeded Telemorph versus the 31st seeded Anfunny again, who shouldn't be the 31st seed. This, I've said it multiple times, the seeding in this tournament was based on Season 2 rankings, and Anfunny only played 1 game in Season 2. Should have been a much higher seed, but this is what we get when you get stuff like this. That's why it was really like a 15 seed versus like a 17 or an 18. But seed-wise, this has been the upset of the tournament so far. Will we see any more? We'll find out. Anfunny, you have the floor. Sanath, then I'll throw it to you, and then I'll wrap us up. And stay tuned to the end, folks, because I will give you the schedule of what to expect tomorrow and Tuesday for games.
Yeah, I'd just like to say, thank you to all the commentators and trackers. You're great guys. I know Sanath pretty well and WX real well. It's always great to have them behind me. And good job for the Divine. I know he had his first tracking yesterday, so good job. And thank you for helping get these restreams going. Thanks to Aussie and Ebdi and Eddie for getting this tournament going, and just supporting this map rando scene, and making it great. 47 racers is amazing. And
yeah, it is.
Finally, thanks to my fiance Fifi for just being so supportive. like sitting there grinding for hours, she'll you know, tolerate it and support it, and so I'm really grateful for that as well.
Sanath, final thoughts?
I got nothing for you. This was an amazing seed. Let's find someone to raid and keep the energy going.